Hi, stamping friends. It's Sherry Parker coming to you live on Wednesday, October 29th. We are almost to Halloween. Hard to believe. It's a really cold, windy, rainy day here in Ohio. It's really feeling like fall. Thanks for joining tonight. Sorry I missed last week. I was driving to New York with my daughter and we had a great weekend. So I'm back and I'm happy to share two really cute gift card holder ideas with you tonight. Couple quick announcements. 2 more days of the joining special for Stampin' Up. No pressure, but for $35 to get $125 worth of product is an unbelievable deal. So if you're on the fence and want to talk to me about it, I encourage you to reach out. Second, November 20th, I'm having a stamp class. Make 3 cards for $10. You must pre-register. Space is limited. And if you do place an order that evening, you will get $10 worth of product from me. Next, tomorrow night I've got a kit together. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a lot of people signed up. If you want to come at the last minute, let me know. The way it's going to work is you just show up, bring adhesive, even though some of the kits do have adhesive that comes with it. It's 1 kit for $30, 2 for $50, or 3 for $60. Great deal. Tons to pick from, probably 35 different kits I've got here, and duplicates of a lot of them. So I think you'll enjoy it, and you know, you can come and you can even just come cash and carry. You don't even have to stay and make them if you don't want. So, and then last, I wanted to tell you about something. So Stampin' Up! Is changing the packaging of our stamps. So you'll start to see this, and I just wanted to show you in case you place an order and your stamps come and you're like, well, what's that? So the new cases are gonna look like this. So they're real thin, like our embossing dies, okay? And so when you open it up, you're gonna just see your stamps in there, okay? So I've seen a lot of different ways to do this. You could actually just take this whole thing, stamp it on a piece of paper if you wanna have, like, you could have it show through the container there so you can know what the greetings were and everything. They're also printed out here, but just wanna kind of give you a heads up on that. So it is a little bit different. So just so you're not surprised if you get that in the mail. All right. I'm going to turn my camera around and we're going to get started. Remember, if you comment on or share my Facebook Live videos, then you will be eligible to win the projects that I make every week. So I hope you will share this, and if you do miss it live, you can catch it on replay or on my YouTube channel. I do post all of my videos to that once I'm finished on Wednesday night. Okay, let's get started. All right. We are going to be using this beautiful, hi Felicia, this beautiful Peaceful Garden suite, parts and bits and pieces of it. So we'll be using the paper and the stamps, the dies that I pre-cut out. So, oh, thank you, Ronnie. So one thing to mention, the only thing that's not available in the suite currently are the dies. So, but they will be available again, but I just want to point that out. Everything else in this suite is available. So, all right, so this is on pages 32 and 33 of our holiday mini catalog. That's where you'll find the products. Just to give you a closer up look, here is the Peace on Earth stamp set, Great Greeting. So this is not really limited to holidays, as you can see. The dies, great tags, the beautiful doves, a nice little vine, and then this really beautiful 3D embossing folder. All right, so let's get started. Tonight we're gonna make 2 projects that are gift-giving ideas. So the holidays, of course, and then even other occasions, you wanna give a gift card to someone, but you wanna just step it up a notch. There's 2 different ways tonight that we're gonna package these up. So one would be in a card, okay? And then we make a nice little slot here for a gift card. And the second is a box. So a gift card will fit in this box as well. So 2 different ways, and see how that fits inside. So we'll get started on making these. I wanted to show you that, you know, you can make, based on, you know, your occasion. I'll do one Christmas and then one kind of general friendship. It could be for birthday or whatever. We'll start with the card, and I've got the measurements over here, if you can see those in the camera. And I will post those on my Facebook page tomorrow as well, in case you don't get them tonight. But just to kind of review what we're gonna be using tonight. We've got a card base piece here that's 5.5 by 4.25, and then a piece of designer series paper that's 5.25 by 4. And then for this, I'm calling it an inner card. It's this piece right here, okay? And this is 8.5 by 3.5, and it's scored in the middle. And then we've got a piece for the inside of this that's 4 by 2.25. And then for the outside, we've got a piece of cloud cover that's 4 by 2.25, and then a piece of designer series paper that's 3.75 by 3.25. All right, so it looks like I dropped my little piece of glimmer paper, so here we go. And we also have a little piece of the glimmer paper that comes with this suite. And then I did cut out, with the die cuts that I showed you, this pretty little viney in the cloud cover. All right, so let's get this one going, and I will show you how simple this is and how it comes together so quickly. So we'll start with the card base, and simply attach your card base pieces. So base of your card, very flat, and then it's going to be a horizontal orientation. And then for this little inner card here, for the outside piece, I'm going to adhere a piece of cloud cover. I love these colors together. All of these blues are just so, so beautiful. And then I've the piece of the designer series paper, and again, pick the side you like. That's always the biggest dilemma, which side. I'm going to use the linear pattern. And there's the front of our gift card holder. I will go ahead and attach that to my card base. And then the fun part, we get to assemble it. So for the top piece here, I cut out the larger of the two tags, and this is actually a piece of designer series paper, this nice, real subtle pattern. And I'm gonna stamp my greeting. So for this one, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna make this one Christmas. So I'm using Misty Moonlight, and I'll use the Peace on Earth stamp here. And I will stamp that on my tag. And then I offset it just slightly because I'm going to glue this really cute vine, sparkly vine. We all need a little sparkle for the holidays, right? So I wonder where you are. I know some of you don't live in Ohio, how your weather's been, if it's starting to feel like fall. I will tell you, on our drive to New York, the leaves were beautiful. So that was a lot of fun to see that. Okay, so there is our greeting. Since that glue is drying, I'm going to put my Stampin' Dimensionals directly onto the front of this card like that. And love the beautiful ribbon that comes with this. It's called, I should know this, the Silver Edged, and it's the Misty Moonlight. So like I did for the little embellishment, I'm going to put my ribbon on like that. And I may need a second to dry. Put a punch on it just real quick. Okay, well that's drying. For the inside right here, where this is going to be the gift, holding the gift card, I'm going to take, well, of course I need my punch, haha. Take my punch, and I'm just gonna cut a little notch out of the top, okay? Use my stamp block to hold that down. All right, so that is going to be you'll be able to see the gift card holder there. And then to adhere this to the card, I really like sticky strip for stuff like this because it's very thin and it's super strong. So when you're putting on something like a gift card holder, it could give it a little bit of, pull. So this way it'll stay all nice and adhered. And then with sticky strip, you just peel off that back piece there. All right. And then it's nice and sticky. And then I don't know if that's dry yet, but we'll go ahead and adhere that to the inside. And then you can just tuck your little gift card in and voila. And then if you wanted, I did cut another piece of white here that we could put on the inside. So you could write a sentiment or something in there as well. Try not to have my bow slip too much. There, it stayed on there. All right, the final touch for this card. Oops, I did forget. Look at me. So my little glimmer strip that I cut, I'm going to tuck behind there. I should have put that down first. But I get talking sometimes and I forget. But we'll just kind of tuck it behind there so it's still nice and sparkly. All right, and then if you like embellishments like I do, these are so, so pretty. These are the little stars that come with the suite. And that bow's gonna be the death of me, isn't it? And it comes in a bunch of different blues and even white, but it's a very, very nice accent. So we'll add a third one on there. So what do you think? Hi, Karen. So easy and great way to give a gift card. And of course, there is no fixed dimensions here. This is just what I came up with. So you could always play around with it. And if you needed like a bigger area or something, just make this piece a little bit bigger. So have fun with it. And you know, again, this one I did for Christmas. Here's one that would be cute, really for anything, thinking of you or birthday or something. So just changing up the greeting, but the paper is so versatile and it goes, you know, really with anything. All right. Thanks, Felicia. So that was our gift card holder. That's a card. Next, we're going to do this box. And I have the dimensions here for this. So the way this one's going to work is we have a piece of designer series paper, okay? And it's 11, it's not 11 by 11, it's 11 by 4. So that's wrong. So let me, in case you're jotting these down. It's 11 by 4. And then on the long side, you're gonna score at 3 inches, 4 inches, 8 inches, and 9, okay? And then you'll rotate it a quarter and you'll score at 1 inch and 3 inches. So essentially, I don't know if you can kind of see the score lines better on this side. You're gonna fold it all 4 sides. So everywhere you have a score line, just kind of fold it up, okay? Like that. And then you're going to take your paper snips or whatever your scissors are, and you're going to cut your little flaps. So everywhere there's an intersection, you will snip to your score line. So if you can kind of see. So I'm snipping to this score line, and then I'll do it the same on this side. So you know, you're creating the box. All right. So all I did is create flaps. And then the next step will be just assembling this. So it comes together very easily. Again, love the sticky strip. You could use whatever adhesive you want. But I'm going to put a little piece of sticky strip on each of my flaps, okay, when they fold in. And I'll show you what we're gonna do. Oops, in just a second. I lost my little cover piece on that guy. Then like that. You'll peel off your paper part. Sorry, this is a little bit clunky. But I wanted to show you kind of the steps to do this because it really is simple. And once you put one together, you'll be like, oh, that's so easy. So then what you'll do is you'll kind of just start folding it together. And where you have your sticky strip, you'll just kind of pinch it in. Okay, so you're forming your box. So easy. See how that is? Very, very simple. And then I'll tuck that one in, and this one will wrap around. Okay, so the way it's going to, at the top, it's going to be covered, remember, with this little tag, but you'll see this little opener here. So you can slide your gift card in there, right? It'll tuck in there, and then you're ready to go. So next, we will kind of tie it shut, and what you'll do is, I've cut a piece of ribbon here, and I'm gonna tuck a little piece of sticky strip on the bottom here, and that's gonna hold my ribbon in place. So I'll just put my ribbon right there. It's gonna wrap around, see? And then we'll tie it at the very end. But just like we did on the last project, I pre-cut the die. So this is the same exact scenario. For this one, we could do Peace on Earth. We could do Big Hugs for a Good Friend. So whatever your preference is. And again, we're gonna glue our cute little sparkly viney guy. Yes, I love these blues too. I think that was Ronnie said that. They are gorgeous. And really all occasion. So for this guy, I'm gonna tape it. You could use tape or you could use dimensionals. I'll put dimensionals since I have them right here. And just make sure you keep your adhesive on this top flap because you want it to open. So then this will go right over top, like that. And then the last step is we will tie a bow. So you could make a bunch of these at once, throw some gift cards in there, and what a nice packaging concept. I think it's just so elegant, and dress it up. And then again, like we did on the last card, if you want to throw on a few embellishments, do it. All right, so what do you think? Do you like these projects? Very easy and pretty way to give a gift card. I know I would love to get a gift card that was wrapped special like this. So I will post these dimensions on my Facebook page tomorrow. And of course, if you, have any questions, let me know. So now it's time to draw for our cards from 2 weeks ago, since I was out last week. And this is using that wonderful holiday Christmas Tags and More paper, which I think is out of stock at the current moment, but I've got these 2 cute cards to give away. These literally took minutes to assemble. That's what I love about our products. You can really get a lot of mileage out of just even a simple sheet of paper. All right, let's draw for our winners. For the Candy Cane card, we've got Ruth Zinzer. That is yours, Ruth. And then for our cute little ornaments, we've got Donna Piercy. So I appreciate everyone who comments on, shares, and watches every week. I really do appreciate you. And I hope you have a really happy, safe Halloween. If you have trick-or-treaters or grandkids or anybody, just hope everyone's safe and enjoys the day. And then November will be here. It just flies by faster every year. Thanks again for joining me tonight. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you soon. Take care.